As the kids approached the intersection, they saw a huge, billowing black and beige cloud down the road on the right. Some of the girls screamed and giggled nervously as they searched the cloud with their eyes. The ground shook ever more violently. Suddenly, a gigantic green AMX-50 tank burst out of the cloud with a monstrous roar. Another massive tank thundered and bellowed right behind it, each one with dense black smoke surging fiercely up into the sky. There must have been 30 of them. The kids were literally bouncing up and down from the movement of the earth as they stood in silence, stunned and terrified by the savage stampede of these titans. When the earth was once again calm and the smoke had cleared away, Fraulein Adel said, "Kids, follow me. I want to show you something very important." Herr Schmidt and the kids followed her across the road and to the top of a grassy knoll. As she came to a place where the ground was bulging, she pointed silently to a crude cross made of tied-together twigs where a green soldier's helmet was hanging on one side. Everyone was captivated, and they quickly gathered in a circle around her. "There's a hole in it, right through the steel helmet," exclaimed Frank as he grabbed it. "He got one in the head. Bam!" Frank fell limply to the ground, pretending to die. A sharp jolt of pain shot through Wolfgang's own head as he felt what it must be like to have a screaming bullet smash into his brain. "Oh, God, don't ever let that happen to me," he thought. "This is a grave? A dead person is here?" asked one of the younger girls, shivering just a bit. "Yes," said Fraulein Adel. "This was a German soldier who was killed here during the war." Everyone stared at the grave in silence for a few moments. This, boys and girls, is the truth of war, the reality of war, the seriousness of war, the consequence of war, said Fraulein Adel in a somber, soft voice. This was probably a lovely young man who was in love with a sweet young woman and wanted nothing more than just to live a happy life. Her lips contorted just a bit, as if she was about to cry. "Did the French soldiers kill him?" asked Robert. "No, there were no French soldiers here at that time. The American soldiers were here then," answered Fraulein Adel. Wolfgang's thoughts went once more to the piles of dead, bloodied bodies, to all the people who were massacred by the American bombs at home in Mannheim. "Americans are killers," he thought to himself. Wolfie imagined what it's like to be this dead soldier. He felt the damp, musty, cold dirt and rocks pressing heavily against his body. He visualized knowing there will never be another chance to run and play. Never another hug. No more love. No more happiness. Just darkness. Cold. "I never want to die," he said quietly under his breath.